where we discuss powerful subjects with powerful people. And power to the people. I'm here with a very special guest, Wjzz Washington. Hello, Wjzz. How are you doing today?
I am doing beautiful. Can I just explain my name?
Please. Oh, and here comes our other very special guest, Mr. Irie. Would you introduce it?
Sure.
My part-time co-host, Mr. Irie. Wjzz, please.
Hey, Irie.
Okay, so my first name, the first initial is J.
J.
My last name, the initial is W.
W.
My middle name is 11, 22 to the power of love 33. That's when Jesus was crucified at 33 years old.
That's amazing.
Wjzz Washington is my name.
I've never heard that's like the coolest name explanation.
It's binary. It's like zeros and ones on a computer motherboard.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, so it's like it's the code to the universe. So it's beyond infinity, and I have tattooed of infinity on my arm.
I saw that.
Yes, and
Beautiful.
yes, so this one is me and my soulmate.
Yeah.
So his name is James Warren, and my name is Wjzz Washington.
Nice.
And there's two little birds. One represents me, and one represents him. I was born 1985, and he's born August 5th.
Wow.
And all of that reflects in the tattoo.
That's a good month, August.
Yes, a Leo.
Yes.
You have contacts in?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
They're gray, and my eyes are hazel. You mix that together, and you get the Creo blue.
Creo blue.
Beautiful.
Creo blue.
It's very nice.
Yes.
What month are you born, Ari?
June 1980, Gemini.
Gemini's in the
Yeah.
house. Woo! Gemini.
Yeah.
But all signs are precious. So we're not going to say, oh, we are Gemini, we are more superior, because everyone is superior. Everyone is a god and a goddess.
I love it.
Yes. We are, and this is the type of language we need to start incorporating and talking to each other just like this, because that's the language of the upper dimensions called heaven.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm an all-faith minister, so I respect all faiths, and
This is not religious. This is called spirituality.
I'm just saying I respect what you believe. I think our other special guests is
Hey.
come on in.
Hey,
Welcome, Mike Prentice.
Mikhail in the house.
Print.
Mike,
Thank
Mr.
you all.
Prince, famous director, producer,
Yes, and writer.
and writer, and all-around talented
Welcome,
artist.
viewers. We love you.
Hey.
Oh wait, they can see us over here too.
I think that's the view.
I like to read.
Welcome to the Schwarzenegger Power Hour. We discuss powerful subjects with powerful people and power to the people. Feel free to sign our guest log at your leisure.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
But this is very beautiful because I like to take diamonds. I like to take the mountains that produce the diamonds, because the mountains are like pressure cookers, and they produce diamonds.
Yeah.
And a lot of you have talent beyond infinity.
I read.
And we don't
Okay.
we don't tap into that wealth that's inside of us, that's inside of our soul, because we don't know how to detach the soul from the avatar. And this is like the Avatar movie. If you watch the Avatar movie, there's the tree of life.
Yeah.
All of us are the tree of life. We all need each other. This is called one world government. Why? Because it's called love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. We should make a song together about love, peace, and harmony.
Love, peace, harmony.
Yes.
For sure.
It's a beautiful combination.
Yes.
I like the love and peace
Yes.
symbol.
Yes.
I like to draw those with like an infinity symbol around them.
Yes.
Infinite love and peace.
And turn it into a rainbow color
Oh, that's
for pride.
awesome.
We
There you
never
go.
forget about the rainbow.
Hey, much love to the rainbow.
All I
All
wanted
colors
was
respected.
yes. All I
The
wanted was somebody
wavelengths.
to recreate the rainbow.
Energies.
Yes. We can recreate the rainbow together.
Did you bring those books in with you?
Well, ask me about them and I know everything.
I'm interested in these books you were talking about earlier. I'd just like to introduce Mike. Mike, would you care to introduce yourself and share what
Hello all.
what's your big project coming up?
Where shall I look? Question. Anyway, thank you all for joining us I was in good fortune to meet our late friend Tom Burnett of Ann Arbor, Michigan, a University of Michigan employee at the time. I met Tom back in the early '80s. He was a friend of my brother and sister-in-law's in Ann Arbor. And I learned that Tom had a gift. He had a gift to do a sort of telepathy, let's say. And Jay Love will speak to that real soon. But in summary, it took 41 years to publish his book, and we published it posthumously. We lost our late friend. In other words, he passed on in 2009, Tom Burnett. But his work lives on in the book From Angels to Zanzibar, published by Electronic Cottage Publishing, Homewood, Illinois. I had the good fortune to help make that publishing happen, and my older brother Timothy Prent served as publisher and editor. He did a wonderful job, so I'd be glad to answer more questions when the time suffices.
I would love to ask you more questions at any time.
I have some input.
Yes, please.
Mikhail? Why you don't publish this book a long time ago, Habibi? Why it take you 40 years, Habibi, to do this one? This knowledge, the book that you wrote, we're talking about the Egyptian era. The Egyptian era talked about telepathy because they were able to connect with the spirits of the highest dimensions, okay? They were able to connect with them from the Egyptian era. So you brought back knowledge from the Egyptian era. This is knowledge that should have been out here. We're talking about 6 million years ago.
Yeah.
And you're talking about
Give
you
or-
even
give or
delayed it on
take-
top of that 40 years.
Give or take 1 or 200 years.
100, 200 years. Why take you so long to do this one? Why take you so long?
Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Well, it took 41 years, but now it's done.
Yay!
Copies are available.
Yes.
Please DM me at Michael Prent on Facebook, Prent. I'll be glad to answer further questions. And I think we might be able to come up with some quotes from the book. In fact, Jay Love, what do you think?
Yes. So I basically created t-shirts for 2 of the books that Michael Pence had given me. I call him Mikhail because that's the right pronunciation of his name. He's an archangel, right? The book is called Zanzibar, Angel of Zanzibar. And one of the Zanzibar angels is Mikhail, okay? So I created a shirt, and it's going to be the title of the book on the front of it. And around it, and on the front and the back of it is going to be quotes of different quotes of the book. That, you know, because this book is highly sacred, and it's has a lot of knowledge that should be put and installed in universities and also schools, because the thing is, children need to learn this. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. There comes a point where this is why we have stop signs, and when you see the stop sign, you stop the car. So there comes a time where you stop ignorance and you say, okay, let's come together and let's do this. Let's pull this together and let's teach our children the truth. So he wrote the truth. And this book basically talks about how to connect with your families in the upper dimensions. Wow. It teaches you how to connect with your families in the upper dimension.
That's super amazing.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any questions, Tree?
Well, how many different entities did was it Tim Burnett?
My brother Tim and his wife Nancy Gildart participated in the sessions. A sort of mediumship was happening, a channeling of sorts.
Yeah, I'm curious, how many different entities did they channel?
Well, I didn't count them, but you have to read the book to find out. How's that?
There
are historical figures like Michelangelo, Emily Dickinson, Proust. Yeah. Proust was a famous French writer, I believe.
I will say, as a
Rabelais was a famous historical figure. Pardon me. Yes, Rabelais. Yeah. And he comes in and speaks about art. Yeah, we learned a lot about color. We learned a lot about history.
Yeah.
And I'm just fortunate to have come into contact with this work. It really changes one's perspective on life. It's worth reading. I really agree. It's helped me in my life over the years. Thank you.
Yes.
I just found a really cool quote. It says, "Art is too important not to share," and that is the theme of today's show is arts, and we are all artists here. And I just like to thank all of you for coming on the Schwarzenhauer Power Hour, where we discuss powerful subjects with powerful people. Power to the people. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and other top social media platforms. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and be sure to tune in at our regularly scheduled time next Thursday at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Did you guys see the thunder and lightning this morning?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Detroit?
was so beautiful.
Oh my God!
I went this morning and I picked up my friend from work to
Yeah.
take him back home, and I got to see the lightning, like the beauty of it, just like it looked like veins.
It was amazing.
It looked like, like the human avatar, and you said we're walking, talking art. We
Yeah.
literally are canvases. And if we can value the human avatar and the human soul the way we value art, like the Mona Lisa or all these beautiful art pieces that are out here, we are walking, talking art. Look at this masterpiece right here. Beautiful art. This is called Fuck It Fashion. Fuck It Fashion Incorporation. This is the type
don't
of
forget to
fashion.
show the peace sign lower
Yeah,
right.
I love this
Yeah.
shirt.
Well
I got
done.
this in,
Yeah,
in Walmart
the
in
palm
Alabama.
trees.
Well, this is from
Thank
Walmart?
you,
Yeah, can you believe
Phoenix.
that?
Yo,
I was
what's
like,
infamous? This one from
oh my
Walmart?
God.
Well done.
Wow,
Yeah.
so beautiful this one.
I like on the back says "not broken."
It
If I
says
may
I'm not
put
It says
working.
"not broken."
Not broken?
Not
Yeah,
broken.
I mean,
Yeah,
If it
but
ain't broke, don't
yes.
fix it.
Tree, if I may add a small plug.
Yes, sir.
Saturday, October 30th, please join us at the Psychedelic Healing Shack, the Motor
Yeah.
City. If you're in town, you know where it is. You're welcome from 7:30 p.m. to later.
Yes.
Sounds
And
good.
there'll be a small donation, $10 or $5. And no one is turned away for lack of funds.
Yes.
There'll be food and drink and lots of fun.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Gracias. Muchas gracias.
Here's another plug while we're on the subject of plugs. If you'd like to purchase my recent children's picture book, Trees Please by Dr. Moose, you can do so exclusively on Amazon. No trees were harmed in the distribution or publication. It's
Wow.
only an ebook.
An ebook.
Until we
You
get
can
it
download
published
that.
in hemp or some other fibers.
Can I talk about your book?
Please, yeah, you were just helping me translate or proofread the Arabic translation,
Yes.
which is live, but I've learned has a couple errors.
It's okay because and we have to give credit to where we get our sources from. That's
Yes,
really important.
Google Translate, thank you.
Google Translate, thank you so much.
Thank you, Google Translate.
Thank you, yes. But we do need to work on your translation, and I will help you with that one, okay? Because it's not accurate, but I can help you, okay? But your book is extremely, extremely, extremely sacred for the children out here. Why? Because it teaches them science in simple terminology.
Yeah.
And it doesn't only talk about the male, and it doesn't only specifically talk about the female. It talks about both male and female. When we talk about children, when we talk about adults, when we talk about anything, when we talk about anything and everything that's created in this whole entire universe, we must also talk about the feminine and the male energy equally.
Absolutely.
Equally. Like Beyonce talked about, she has a song called Who Rules the World? Women Do. No, baby, that's wrong. Who rules the world? Men and women do.
Is it a collaboration?
I'm gonna do a song that's gonna say Who rules the world? Boys and girls do. Who rules the world? Boys and girls do. So I'm working on that, and that's gonna be out today.
Awesome.
Yes. But your book
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yes.
is translated in multiple languages.
I just finished translating French this morning. Credits
Wow.
to Google Translate. Thank you, Google.
Beautiful. So you are your own producer. You produce everything. You illustrate everything. You know what you are?
I hired the illustrator.
How many francs?
Yes.
How many
Wow.
francs does that download cost? May I ask?
Let's see. The last one in Brazilian Portuguese I did for $2.99 American.
Wow.
So that's a third off. That's basically the lowest you're allowed to charge, I think, on Google, or maybe it's $4.99.
Oh, very good.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
well, I'm going to pick up mine
Thank
later
you.
today. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
And Mr. Irie, part-time co-host.
Yeah.
What do
hey.
you
Hi
have to say
again.
today?
Irie. No.
Irie,
um,
how's your project at the Universe building going? You've been working on this for.
well, we just got the FM antenna up. We're building a community radio station over there. We
Nice.
probably got a show booked here coming up first week of November with a few bands coming up from Detroit and Toledo area.
Right on.
We are working on a pizzeria, coffee shop,
Beautiful.
converting a school bus for a community kitchen,
It's gonna be very nice.
travelers hostel for musicians, extra couch surfing space. Yeah, we got a lot of things we're working on over there, and we're excited about becoming more and more of a legitimate facilitator of intentional community projects and events.
What is an intentional community, may I ask?
So intentional communities are basically a more formal way of explaining what life is living together in community. Like maybe
Is that different from co-housing?
yeah, like a shared space, a shared kitchen, a shared bathroom, one that where you cook and cook for each other and work together to cooperate to create more freedom and abundance and a bit more solidarity with having those values and living your best life and being your higher self and being more independent and being more
So someone who
utilizing
might
your
be
creative potentials.
oh, very good. So someone who might be home challenged might be able to be find refuge at your location, perhaps.
Yeah, it does. It
There's a qualification process.
Yeah.
I might add.
yeah. People are sort of given a time period of orientation and getting to know each other before we just like move people in. We kind of do things by consensus, unanimously, -1 usually, and in a circle, through council and inner council, and stuff like that. And that's how we cultivate our consensus and policies and things like if something comes up, this is what we generally consensus upon how to go about dealing with things and we're trying to encourage people to be more independent artists and be more creative with their own two hands so that they're not so dependent on some of the more capitalized struggles that we see so common in society today.
Yeah, the all-day Monopoly game. Does that
Yeah.
work for all of us? Maybe not. Let's work on that.
I think that there is a balance that needs to be drawn. You can't just let things dominate our lives for our whole lives.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
having this conversation made me reflect back on the book of the party
The Elements Parade
Yeah, that one. No, not that one. The other one.
from Angels to Zanzibar.
From Angels to Zanzibar. Yes. It made me think about telepathy. It made me think about the higher consciousness. It's not through the mouth. The higher consciousness of communication is through telepathy. And the way you activate that is by connecting your soul with your avatar. And this conversation right here literally proves telepathy. It literally does. It's creative arts coming together, for a common good.
Wow.
To elevate society.
I think you just made a perfect segue into the song I picked out to play,
Beautiful.
which is a really good artist. I think Fiona Apple.
I don't know a lot
yes.
of artists.
She did a cover of Across the Universe.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And if you believe in telepathy, and
It's not a belief, it's the truth.
I totally understand. I'm right there
Yes.
with you. But there's some people watching this that maybe
they
the staunch electronic scientists that say, well, everything's explainable by electrons and atoms, and there's no such thing as a soul or spirit. Or that type of
I mean, I can understand.
atheistic
Yeah.
viewpoint some people have.
May I mention a synchronicity moment here?
Just 1 second. I was just going to mention that thought, exists outside of the physical realm, which is what telepathy is that you're speaking of. Basically, is the thought transfer from one person to another, right?
We do
Which
it.
could
We're
go
doing it now.
across the universe.
Yes, we're doing it now.
Right.
Like, we're all energies. Like, you're an energy. He's an energy. He's an energy. I'm an energy. And don't think because I'm talking.
low energy. Thank you.
Don't think because I'm not talking, he doesn't influence me while he's sitting down, or you don't influence me while you're sitting, or you don't influence me for the next thing.
Yeah.
We all influence each other as we're sitting, and that's called telepathy.
Nice.
I like that.
We can all get along telepathically also, can't we?
Yes.
But let me add a small synchronistic moment. I was, you mentioned a great Beatles song, Across the Universe.
Yeah.
I was personal friends with the Beatles road manager, our dear late friend Alf Bicknell. So all the best to Alf's friends.
It's awesome.
And thank you for playing that.
Shout out.
All right.
If you don't mind,
sure.
I just got back from a really beautiful music festival.
Oh.
And
Which one was
the
that?
message-
You attend many festivals.
Well,
I might add.
there's a miraculous thing in live music that really helped me realize the telepathy, also known as empathic accuracy, where you intuitively know things because of social cues and things, and you're really able to connect on that energetic level.
I like that.
And it's a talent. It's a social skill, and I did some research on it, and it's actually considered a business skill for like upper level businesses. Is nonverbal communication, being able to pick up on social cues and being able to understand what's going on and being present.
Yeah,
in the
one
present
thing.
moment.
One thing I was taught about helping that to happen is to use the technique stop and think.
Yeah.
When we stop and think, we have a chance to listen to our intuition, to our heart space.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beyond the heart.
It's
It's a
also
Yes.
our technology is playing a more convenient role through our smartphones that they're able to, with things like Siri and Alexa and whatnot. Yeah, I mean everything's at a finger at the touch of our fingers.
It's almost like telepathy in
it
the
really-
technological science
Yeah.
format.
I would like to thank my late friend who passed on earlier this year, Dr. Harvey Ostreicher, for Stop and Think. He was a great speech pathologist, PhD from University of Michigan. Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Harvey.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dr.
Dr. Harvey. Thank you. You are in heaven, mashallah, mashallah.
All right, let me turn this on. A little musical interlude.
Nice.
We all enjoy this.
I wish we had a fan in here. Wow, I gotta ask Roger.
Oh, there's a fan right there.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's gonna change our world. Nothing's gonna change our world.
So they just in 1 year, scientists believe that it's not just 100 billion galaxies out there. They're now estimating at 200 trillion galaxies.
Plus or minus a couple hundred.
Well, they thought they were studying they thought they'd try to find the edge of the universe. Like, is there an edge? And they found something that was very intriguing to them. And it was so far away, it's hard to figure out. But now that we have better technology, they're able to discover that edge that they thought might be the edge of the universe is actually more galaxies.
It's like a pebble in a pond. The ripples keep going around and out across the universe. Yes, wow, that's amazing. I didn't hear that.
Sounds like a really big universe to travel across.
I found the solar system. I'm happy.
Tree Buddha's gonna change the world.
Cannabis is gonna feel pretty.
Gonna plant billions of trees.
Get a grow diamond on this one.
Don't you know trees help us breathe?
Lucy in the
Yeah.
sky with diamonds.
We're going to Mars and then beyond out into our solar system and then the galaxy. Got to develop our space travel technology. Vote Tree Buddha 2024.
Yes.
President's knocking at your door.
President knocking at my door. Talo, come.
Hey, I'm just doing some self-promotion.
I'm not home.
What's she say?
You know, I love that song, Elephant and Apple, but so many things change the
Beautiful.
world every single day. Like, each one of you and each one of us and every single artist changes the world with every piece of art that they produce or promote. You know what I'm saying? Like, every film, every book, every piece painting.
Everything is important.
It just
Yeah,
you
learning, love, and
existing,
laughter.
just you
Learning,
existing,
love,
being
and
you
laughter,
changes the world.
Yeah,
for the
indeed.
better, in my opinion. You know, as long as we're doing good works, which is what Jesus promoted, right?
We're supposed to work. Listen to Rihanna. She has a song. They say work. Don't stop working, okay? Don't retire, Habibis. You need to work, okay?
The world needs you. Let's get to work.
Yes.
Thank you, Rihanna.
Yes, thank you, Rihanna. Woo.
Looking forward to
Thank
meeting
you to all the artists.
Yes, thank you to everybody.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you.
Thank you.
Kudos. Thank you.
You guys are awesome. Yeah, and it's 11:30. I'd like to remind us all that we're watching the Schwarzenauer Power Hour, where we discuss powerful subjects with powerful people. Today's powerful subject is art. Power to the people. People make so much art. Oh my goodness. You're watching us live on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, live streaming on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and other top social media platforms. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. We'll see you when you get back, Mike.
Art.
Where were we?
Arts.
Yes.
Art.
Who's made some art recently? Ari?
Yeah.
You made some art?
Yeah.
What did you make?
Well, let's see here. My last piece of artwork that I've been working on has been designing how we're going. By state law, you have, if you buy a school bus from a school district, you have to repaint the bus. You can't just leave it yellow and black and leave all the letters just the way it is. So we've been kicking around a bunch of different ideas on how do we want to paint our new school bus.
Ah, very nice.
So I've
Like a
been,
rainbow.
yeah.
Please comment on this video if you have a suggestion as to how Ari should paint his
You
school
should.
bus.
You should bring children, dip their hands in paint, different
yeah.
types of colors,
That'd be cool.
and their feet. So their feet, children's feet, and children's hands, and different sizes. Like go from like baby, like when fresh born,
Ah,
to like different up until like 18 or 21 years old.
that'd be awesome.
And it'll be like the age from a small baby up until 21 years old. That'll be beautiful.
We
That's a
have
very
that.
cool
We
design
have
for
two
a
school
school bus.
buses, and we've done that on our first bus, but it's on the inside,
Oh wow,
which is very cool.
beautiful.
It's nice. It's
Yeah,
got a 4-chapter history. There was a few people that even got married on that bus after it was traveling around from tribal gathering to tribal gathering.
Nice.
So
You know, I love the human experience.
Oh my goodness.
I love being a human.
Right?
And I've been human for 36 years. And you know what? I'm not going to focus on the negative. I'm going to focus on all the positive.
Yeah.
And the positive.
So nice to be alive.
Yes, I feel like I walk through magazines and through books and through churches, not even going to those buildings and not reading those magazines and not looking at those magazines, but rather doing it through live. What is live? Like, I'm here right now and I'm looking at you and I'm looking at you, right? You guys are behind the scenes. We're all behind the scenes. And just looking at you, that's a piece of art. You guys are walking, talking art. And the type of knowledge you guys have and carry with you, we are all producers. We're all producers of this movie. We all have a story to tell. We're all equally important. We all have something to share. And we all have to come up with that knowledge to share it with each other. All that beauty. That's beauty.
Absolutely.
That's a part of our human experience.
100%.
It's beautiful to be human.
So beautiful.
Don't you ever commit suicide. Don't
Please.
you ever think about that.
Please do not commit suicide. If anyone has contemplated that, please call the prevention hotline.
Yes, that's
or talk
important.
to your friends. I promise you, it's not.
Life is precious.
It's not a good way to go. You are valuable.
Yes.
Every single one of you watching this and not watching this.
Yeah,
everyone
the future
has value.
might. Who knows? The
as a
future
person.
might end up being way better than you might think.
And if you feel bad about something that you've done in the past, which is typically a common theme for people that might want to do that,
Yeah.
come clean.
Yeah, and
Of
that's
what
why
you've
we
done.
talk about art. It's a
Art
way
for
to
ministry.
heal yourself.
Me too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Art is a way to heal yourself
some
from
art.
all of that. Do some
Yeah.
art.
Sure, there's something that you enjoy doing.
Exactly. You have to.
And someone loves you.
Yes.
Somebody loves you.
Look
That's
what I
for
have
sure.
tattooed on my finger. Read it.
What's that?
Read it. L-O-V-E.
Oh, L-O-V. I was reading it from the...
Oh, you're reading in Arabic?
I was like...
Oh, you funny. I like this one. I like this one.
It's hard to... got an Arabic
You are
reading lesson this
multilingual
morning.
now.
I got another quote here I think is really appropriate.
Yes.
It says, I think the role of the artist is to take whatever it is they believe in and put it out there so the public can see it.
Yes.
It's from David Lebitard in that earlier quote. By the way, art is too important not to share. It was from Romero Brito. Very good quotes. I just did a Google search on
It's beautiful.
quotes on why art is important.
We don't give ourselves enough credit.
Yeah. I think art's important because it inspires people.
Yes.
It gets them to think deeply about stuff.
How else are they going to learn?
I mean, I think it's a huge part of it,
Why do you think you write books? It's
Yeah.
knowledge that you have that you're trying to share globally.
Yeah.
Universally.
You're trying to share maybe a deep concept in a way that you can do so with fewer words.
Yeah, exactly. Simple.
Yeah.
We did things very, very complex. We got to the point where you guys didn't know what to do next. Okay, we've reached this. We did this. What's next?
The spoken word nature of poetry and poetry slams and just hip hop and rapping and singing lyrics to songs, and every moment of our lives is an
Purpose.
opportunity to communicate and share ideas and share the wealth of lessons that people learn. You can elevate people's consciousness, plant seeds of knowledge that can help people through their journey in life, and it in a way that's an artistic expression, just to be standing up for what you believe in and doing it in a way that's like a little bit more creative and enjoyable. And so it's nice to be part of a cultural movement or like going to a music festival last weekend and realizing you're out in the audience and you're dancing around. You don't realize that you're dancing with people that are in the bands playing on the stages later on, and you're just hanging out with rock stars. Sometimes you realize like we're all lifting each other up.
Exactly.
It's a collaborative effort. It's not just on one person's shoulders. We're all kind of in this together.
Many drops raise all boats.
Yeah.
It's being sensitive to the different walks of life.
Yeah.
Because we all have different walks of life. And being able to sympathize with each other because we all experience different walks of life because of our parents, because of what they experienced and what previously they've experienced.
Yeah.
So it's different experiences, and then at the end of the story, this is the end of the story. But we're not gonna stop it here. We want to continue it with positive energy because we are done with the negative energy. We know what negative energy does. It brings bloodshed. It brings war. It brings all of that hatred.
Right.
We don't need that.
Don't need it at all.
Now we need to change the cycle and make it into a positive cycle.
100%.
We never explored that.
Absolutely.
It's
Are we
time to
going to
explore
stop
it
and
together.
think? And we're going to stop and think and reevaluate. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Woo.
Yes.
World
Woo.
peace. 2021.
Yes.
We
One-
can do it.
Don't want to wait till 2024 to make that happen.
Don't-
Come on, Biden. We
Don't
got-
wait. This
you
is
can do
one
it.
world government,
Let's
Habibi.
get
One world
energized.
government. One world government is full of love, peace, and harmony. Don't be afraid to take that change.
Earth Community. May I put in a plug for Earth Community?
Earth Community. Tell us about Earth Community,
The
please.
great nonprofit organization started by a number of people, including Dr. Michael Whitty and our late friend Marvin Surowitz, the great cannabis advocates. Thank you for their efforts. They started Earth Community back in 1982 and it's still happening. Sadly, Marvin made his transition and he was laid to rest on appropriately on 4/20/21. So we remember Marvin often and almost weekly. Well, almost daily, maybe weekly. Thank you, Marvin. But anyway, it's a nonprofit. It's an organization that builds bridges between cultures through environmental actions, live music events, socializing, building community through cannabis and the arts and music. We believe in all of this. Earth Community, you're already a part of it.
Yes, yes, yes. Support
Absolutely.
Earth Community.
Everyone is part of the Earth Community because we're all Earthlings, right?
We live in it.
We can build bridges through cannabis and community.
All of us humans, we all got a heart and head. We all bleed red.
We all bleed red. That's
Absolutely
right.
doesn't
Thank
matter
you
the
for
color
that.
of our skin.
Thank you for that. We all
Where-
bleed red. That
where
means
you're
we are
born.
connected. Yes. We are all
Very
related.
similar
Yes.
DNA.
But there's no bleeding needed. Thank you.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
Now, let's see. My most recent piece of art.
Yeah, please tell.
Oh, I made a really nice piece of the water with the hills and the sunset, the lake. What was the name of that lake? It's a beautiful lake. It's sunset.
Lake Ogeebic?
I'll have to look up the name. The lake down in Alabama. It's very nice. Near Wedowie. Maybe it's Wedowie Lake.
Wedowie Lake?
Wedowie.
What is that? Native American?
I'm not sure.
It's near
Wedowie?
Redneck Valley
Yeah.
down in Alabama.
Wedowie.
It's a beautiful lake.
No.
It stretches
It
out.
sounds like Arabic. Wedowie.
Wedowie. Yeah. You should check it out sometime. It's
Wedowie.
very nice.
Wedowie. It means like woods, like Wedowie.
What's the last piece of work that you made?
The last piece of art. I make a lot of music.
Okay.
And
That
I make a
counts.
lot of content on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And
So I guess not counting this morning, we did some micro segments.
not counting this
published
morning,
Yeah.
I do like 12 videos plus a day.
Oh wow,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yes, a day. So maybe like maybe roughly 20 videos a day.
How can,
Yes,
how
for
can
our
our viewers
friends.
follow you?
Oh, on Snapchat?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. This one, let me give you my Snapchat.
Yeah, if you have a public promotion.
Can you
Yes.
tell our viewers what Snapchat is? Thank you.
So
It's an
Snapchat,
app, right? An app.
it's an app.
Yeah.
It's a social media app.
Okay.
And it's very similar to like those of you who are familiar with Facebook. I know the older generation likes to use Facebook. It's similar to that, except you can post videos, and you can make a difference in the world. And what I love about this platform is that it's free.
Yeah.
But not only that, you don't get paid from them. but all the content that you do basically advertises you for the future, to get deals, to get record deals, to
That's
get contracts. You know what I mean?
To sell books.
Everything. Like it's a platform. It's a free platform that they have created to share your knowledge, and it's very similar to TikTok. It's very similar to TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar to TikTok. And TikTok is out of China.
I think
What
it's
is-
owned
what-
by American
TikTok
company
Oh,
or
now?
TikTok?
I believe.
Really?
I heard it. I haven't seen the official documents on it.
Wow, that's beautiful to know. That's really good to know. I do post on TikTok too. But I mainly focus on Snapchat, and my Snapchat code. So my name on Snapchat is J, the capital J, the numbers 11, the numbers 22, the numbers 33, and the letter W, Washington. So that's the username.
11J112233W.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll look it up.
And basically I put on a lot of content. I look at social media. I listen to different music, and that's how I get inspired to do different songs and talk about different topics. And I talk about different topics from the time of Adam and Eve, the problems of Adam and Eve. But the most important thing, I have a purpose. I'm on a mission.
What's your mission?
It's many missions. It's like a video game.
What's your top mission? I'm right there with you.
My top mission is to build multi-planetaries like Elon Musk.
Okay.
Like because he started in Mars, and I want to help with his mission.
Yeah, that's part of my presidential platform.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to take us.
It's part of the platform.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's my
I
main
appreciate
mission.
you sharing the mission.
I'm hoping
Yes,
to go to the thumb
for
area
sure.
of Michigan.
More,
Yes.
we gotta get
So-
more of our fellow Earthlings involved in
We have to focus.
believing in that mission. I think that's a mission that will unite all the countries of Earth
Definitely.
to expand to another planet.
Well, a lot
and
of
thus
people.
bring about world peace because we're all gonna have to cooperate. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes. A lot of people don't believe in the higher power God.
Yeah.
And because, okay, so here's your chance. Why don't you be God and go create God stuff like Earth is created with perfect atmosphere to breathe, perfect atmosphere for food, perfect atmosphere for animals, for you. So why don't you go and
God
create
willing.
it in Mars?
It's the
Why
best
don't you
test
go
for the
create it in
scientists,
Pluto?
so.
Why don't you go create it, be a god in other planets and create what God created on this earth?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to take.
I'm trying
It's
to.
called
I'm
Heaven
trying to
on
round
Earth.
up. I'm
Bring
trying to round up
heaven
the
to
fare for
earth.
my smart
Uh-huh.
bus to get home. Thank you.
Yes. Stop waiting to go back home when you originally came from the upper dimensions. You came from the upper dimensions, but you've forgotten, and that's okay. It's okay to say, I have forgotten where I came from. But it's time to change, and it's time to make a difference.
It's awesome.
And we all make mistakes.
Heck yeah.
It's time to sit with yourself and say, you know what? It's time to think on a higher consciousness level, and it's time for me to be a god. It's time for me to be a goddess. And guess what? I'm going to do this. Not just for me, but for everyone. Because we are
You're
a
talking
family.
about forgiveness. You're talking about a lot of forgiveness.
This is
happening,
beyond
aren't we?
forgiveness.
Yes. Okay.
If you can't forgive yourself first,
No.
then you got nothing to talk to me about.
I really like what you just said, and I want to go into that, but just before I do that, I'd like
Yes.
to just remind everybody that you're watching the Schwarzenauer Power Hour. It's in the 15 minutes in, and we are live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other top social media platforms. This is Wjzz Cool Tv, the coolest station in the world.
Hello to all my friends and my new friends.
I'm your
Thank
host.
you all.
This is my
Our new
apprentice,
friends. Pardon me.
Jesus Washington, Irie, Tree Buddha, running for president 2024.
Woo. We're having fun.
We're having a great morning. For
Yes.
us. The theme today is arts.
We're gonna go out to breakfast at a undisclosed location after our shoot. Thank you.
And, you know, what I was gonna say on that, what I believe is, God is like the highest of the higher consciousness, like the ultimate. It embraces like all of everything.
The
right?
power of love.
Yeah, the power of love and all powers, power of all the emotions, embraced in the ultimate consciousness, which we are all a part of.
Why fear God? Okay, when God is all love.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you fear the thing that created you?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can skim that part that's real harsh in the Bible, let's say. Okay, skim that part. Get to the good part. But may I mention something, which is thank you to all our farmers, thank you to all our
Thank you.
servers, to all our dishwashers,
Thank you to everybody.
Thank
our
you.
cooks. We really appreciate all of you. We can do this together. Support all of our helpers. Thank you.
You forgot the nurses for COVID-19?
Yeah, we can't forget our
Yeah,
frontline
thank you,
workers,
thank
our
you.
nurses, physicians assistants.
Thank you.
Hi, Katie. And we can say thank you to all our doctors
Yes.
and all our nurses, our staff persons, our
Absolutely.
office persons that help schedule our appointments. Everyone, thank you for all your hard work. This is the Motor City. We can do anything.
Thank you
Yes.
to all the essential workers who've been working tirelessly throughout this whole prolonged pandemic, which I think
Thank
we're
you.
on the tail end of. Now we got a nice vaccine rollout. Thank you to the Biden administration and our previous administration for taking swift action on that. It's big
Can I
kudos.
just say one thing about the
Of course.
vaccine? Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions
Yeah.
about the medical field. And the thing is, we use both to heal. We use natural and we use pharmaceuticals. And we use both because both are right.
Yeah.
Because which one came first, the chicken or the egg? This is like the chicken and the egg situation here.
Right.
Okay, so the chicken had to come first. The chicken had to come first. So
Yeah,
the
unless
natural
scientists
resources
created the egg in the
in the laboratory.
Right.
No, they're gonna do that on Mars. So we'll talk about that later.
The
But-
scenario where the egg comes first by
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
yes. And so it's the same thing. We use both to heal the human body. We use both natural and pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's always misconceptions about a lot of things, and this is why it led to the point where we are fearful of taking something that's gonna help us. And this is real. COVID is real.
Yeah.
People are actually dying
I
from
know
this.
people have died. Absolutely.
So if you go into the process of taking the vaccine being fearful, you put a limit on yourself and thinking negative.
Yeah.
Why think negative when you can think positive? Think what it can do to you positively. How you can protect yourself, how you can protect other people, how you can protect your children, how you can protect your animals, how you can protect your surroundings. Stop being selfish.
Yeah.
And stop being fearful. And stop listening to misconceptions and do research. Google. That's why we have Google. We have Uncle Google.
Uncle Google.
Uncle Google.
And
Thank
we
you,
can,
sure
we
Uncle
can
Google.
listen to our friend Michael
Yes.
Jackson's song "Man in the Mirror."
Google.
That's a great
Uncle
song.
Google.
Thank you, Michael
Uncle
Jackson.
Google.
Uncle Google. Make it all one word.
Yes.
.com. What's that?
Yes.
We can thank Michael Jackson and friends for that song "Man in the Mirror." It's
Yes.
a very
Can we play that song?
meaningful
I got
song
another
to
song
us.
pulled up.
Okay,
Maybe that
okay.
next week.
Thank you.
Yes.
And on that note, I think Man in the Mirror. I think Jim Carrey for Man on the Moon.
Man on the moon.
Yes,
Man on the
Andy
moon.
Kaufman.
Bah, bah, bah,
Yes,
man
our
on the
friend.
moon.
Wow, Andy Kaufman. Wow. That's for our older viewers. Thank you.
We're at the tail end of the show. I'm gonna start the song. We can go into a musical outro.
We're
Or
almost
if you'd like
done?
to play some.
You want to play
How
some
to
Mount
Predict the
Westmore? It's a new super group by Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, E40,
What?
Too
New
Short.
song?
Not
Just
sure we
came
can
out. They
afford
just
No
dropped a
way!
new single.
Oh, shit.
I'd rather hear your drumming. May we hear some
Lala, he
drumming?
has the song for us
We
already.
I gotta listen to that first before we put it in the show. No, I'm sure it's a very good song. But,
Maybe we should hear it first, eh?
well, maybe.
That would
I'm
be
sure
surprised,
Snoop
right?
Dogg-
This is,
Snoop
uh,
Dogg
Here
wouldn't
Comes the
mind,
Sun.
would he?
Here comes the sun.
Yalla.
Oh, take it back. Don't let me down. It's not a good song, but
This is like a cucaracha song.
Billy Preston on organ. Wow,
It's
Billy
like a song
Preston.
going like this one. Going like
Your younger viewers, if you haven't heard Billy Preston,
Planet Snoopader.
It switched to the one that.
Thank you,
was originally
George.
on.
Yalla, we'll listen to everything.
Here comes the sun. Don't let us down, son. Drum along, thought this would be good for the light. I think it might be a little long, cold winter.
It's not going to be a lonely winter.
Not lonely.
Not for our viewers.
It's probably cold.
I got my coat on.
Now we got the solution for climate change, folks. Trees, please.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, a lot chillier.
I just went outside the studio, and you know how it was like a thunderstorm and raining?
Okay.
It's full sunshine out right now.
Here comes the sun.
We manifested some
Thank
sun.
you, George. Thank you, John. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Ringo.
Thank you,
again.
thank you, thank you.
You changed the world. You're not done yet.
Thank you too.
We're not done? Yes, we are not done. We are not done, Habibi. We are not done, ya Habibi. Not done. What this one done, ya?
Let's blow up our sleeves.
No, we are not done. We still have a lot of work to do, mashallah. A lot of work to do. Yes, sun. Why I never heard this one before? I never heard this song before in my life. This is the first time I
Oh my
heard
God.
this one.
Yeah.
So you get a live reaction.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Oh, I didn't know this.
It's alright.
It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Thank you all for watching. Schwartz Power Power. Tune back next Thursday at 9 a.m. Wjzz Cool TV.